Hi, welcome back to my New York State CNA videos. Today what I'm going to show you is probably one of the most important things that you can do as a healthcare worker, and that is how to properly wash your hands. I don't know if you know this or not, but I find this quite astounding that approximately 90,000 to 100,000 patients every year enter into the hospital without an infection. They catch an infection in the hospital, and that infection ultimately ends in their death. And one major way to prevent this is by properly washing your hands. And that's actually what I'm going to demonstrate today. Okay, so one of the first things that you do want to do is make sure you don't have any jewelry on. You want to turn on the water so that the water temperature is a comfortable temperature. And while you are doing this procedure, make sure that you're not leaning up and touching the sink. Okay? So the water is a comfortable temperature, and one of the first things that you also want to do is to get both of your hands wet. And you always want to face them in the downward position. Now that my hands are wet, I'm going to come over to my soap and I'm going to give it 2 to 3 pumps, work over the sink, and get a lather before I actually start washing my hands. Okay? And now that I have a lather, I'm now ready to wash my hands for at least 20 seconds. Some people will tell you you can actually sing a song, Happy Birthday, and that will take 20 seconds. Personally, I believe that if you wash them thoroughly, it's going to be 20 seconds or longer. Okay, so now that I have my lather, what I like to do is to wash my wrists. Okay, the right, the left. You also need to wash underneath your nails. You can do that on the palm of your hands. Okay, now you need to make sure that you wash all your fingers. I like to crisscross them. Okay, make sure you get your thumbs. Okay. And now you can rinse them. They're in the downward position. And if you notice, I'm not doing a lot of splashing. I'm not doing a lot of shaking of my hands. Okay, my hands are now thoroughly washed. I will now come over and get the paper towel. I will now dry my hands. And then, with a clean, dry paper towel, I will then turn off the water. The reason for the dry paper towel is water does spread infection, so you do want to make sure your paper towel is dry. So what I will do is just review a couple of key points when you are washing your hands. You always want to wash your hands before you start a procedure, at the end of a procedure, and whenever else you feel that it's necessary. Make sure you're not too close to the sink. You don't want your body to be touching the sink. Turn the water on. Make sure the temperature is at a comfortable temperature. When you do get the soap, make sure you have a lather, and always remove your jewelry. If you do have jewelry, you will want to put a piece of paper towel down on the counter and put your jewelry there. However, I recommend not to have jewelry. Then, when you do wash your hands, don't forget your thumbs, get your wrists, get underneath your nails, and make sure you get all surfaces of your finger. After you rinse your hands in the downward, okay, you don't want to shake your hands. You want to go over, get your paper towel, pat dry your hands. When they are dry, get another dry paper towel and turn the water off. Thank you so much for watching the video.